Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a recent report from Bioventus, a company focused on helping people heal faster. But is their business healthy too? We'll decode the numbers and see if this medical company is on the mend or facing some growing pains. Let's get started. First up, this report is dated March 11, 2025, so it's pretty fresh information. It's like a snapshot of where they were at the end of last year. This is a Form 8K filing, meaning Bioventus is sharing some important news with investors. It's like an uh-oh or ah-ta-boy moment that needs immediate attention, according to the Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay, let's look at the meat of it. The report talks about their financial results for the last 3 months of 2024 and also for the entire year. It's a chance to see how they finished the year and whether they kept their promises to investors. Now, there's a bit of legal language here saying this information isn't officially filed in the same way as some other documents. Basically, they're sharing the news, but it might not have the same legal weight as a full financial report. There's a press release included as an exhibit. Companies often use press releases to highlight the good news and put a positive spin on things, so we'll want to see if the numbers back up the hype. Now, let's dive into those numbers. Based on the provided text, the actual financial numbers are contained in the exhibit, which is in another linked document. Without that information, I am unable to give you a breakdown of the financials, but I will explain based on generalities and give a hypothetical example of what the financials might look like. Let's pretend Bioventus had a good year. Imagine their press release is titled something like Bioventus announces record revenue for 2024. The details could include something like total revenue increased by 15% to $500 million, driven by strong sales of their osteoarthritis products and continued expansion into new markets. Net income reached $50 million, a significant improvement from the previous year. If that were the case, it would mean that Bioventus is selling more of its products and making more money. The net income jumping up suggests they've become better at managing costs or that their products are more profitable. Now, let's pretend the opposite is true. The headline could be Bioventus reports mixed results for 2024. The details could say, while revenue remained relatively flat at $435 million, the company faced challenges related to supply chain disruptions and increased competition. Net loss was $10 million compared to a net profit of $5 million the prior year. This would tell us that Bioventus is struggling. Stagnant revenue means they're not growing as quickly as they'd hoped, and a loss suggests they're spending more than they're earning. It could also mean that Bioventus is dealing with more competition from other companies and is losing revenue share. If this was the case, we need to ask what Bioventus is doing to address these issues. Are they developing new products? Are they trying to cut costs? Let's move on and assess this company. Now let's step back and look at the big picture. From what we've seen in the filing, Bioventus seems to be at an interesting crossroads. What is the company's direction? Without the exact numbers, it's hard to say definitively, but a few things stand out. If the numbers showed good growth, they seem to be capitalizing on the aging population and the desire for non-surgical pain relief. Their focus on osteoarthritis and other musculoskeletal conditions puts them in a growing market. However, the medical device industry is competitive. Companies like Stryker, Zimmer Biomet, and Johnson & Johnson are all vying for market share. Bioventus needs to continue innovating and expanding its product line to stay ahead. A notable risk for Bioventus is regulatory scrutiny. Medical devices are heavily regulated, and any changes in regulations could impact their ability to sell their products. They also face the risk of product liability lawsuits if their devices cause harm to patients. Overall, Bioventus has potential, but they need to execute their strategy effectively. If they can continue to innovate, manage their costs, and navigate the regulatory landscape, they could be a successful player in the orthopedic market. If they stumble, they could face increasing competition and financial challenges. Ultimately, Bioventus's success depends on their ability to deliver innovative products that improve patient outcomes. If they can do that, they'll be on the right track to long-term growth and profitability. But there is no way to say for sure what their financial position is without access to the actual financial numbers. Thanks for watching. If you found this corporate decoding helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the world of business and finance.